All right. That's it, dude. That's it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about strategy hopping. Let's talk about shiny object syndrome. Okay. Um, as a new trader or a slightly experienced trader, shiny object syndrome can be a death sentence. Okay. Strategy hopping can kill you. All right. As a brand new trader, what you want to be doing is going on YouTube and watching, all types of strategies. And you're going to find things that you think are cool that jive with you in a furu that you think is really cool. And that's great. And then you're going to start implementing his strategy, somebody else's strategy. You're going to start implementing it. And you're going to find it's great. You're having a great time because you're going to get 2 wins, right? You're going to start trading this guy's strategy and you're going to get a big win, and then you're going to get a big win. And you're going to be like, this guy's strategy is great. And then you're going to just keep trading a strategy. And then you're going to, for some reason, lose. And then you're going to lose again. This is your equity curve, by the way. This is how much money you have. And then you're going to lose again. And then a small win, and then a loss. And you're not going to know why any of that's happening. And the reason you're not going to know why any of this is happening is because you didn't build the strategy. So, which is fine, dude. You can trade other people's strategies, but really, you shouldn't. You should build your own. And I'll kind of tell you why in a sec here. But this little cycle happens all the time where, you find a new strategy. And I'll make it look like just a shiny little, just a diamond. A shiny diamond, some new strategy. This is all exciting. It's all shiny, right? Those are shiny marks. You find the strategy and it's working for you, and you're happy and you love it, and then it stops working for you, and then you're sad, and then you start looking for a new strategy, and then you find a new strategy, and then this cycle just goes on forever and ever and ever until ultimately you die. No, but okay. But the point I'm trying to make is you'll constantly strategy hop forever unless, sir or madam, you build a strategy for yourself. And guess what? You can even use all this information that you've gathered over time watching other people's systems, watching them trade, blah, 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 which is great. All that watching YouTube is not wasted. You're learning. You're seeing what fits your personality. You're seeing what might work for you, potentially. But so what kind of happens, let's say you're trading some system on gold, right? I don't know what system it is. And you start getting involved in a spot where price is doing this. Where price is doing this. Okay. And you're like, this is so great, dude. I'm taking win after win after win. This is awesome. And then you hit a spot where it's doing this, and you're just taking losses. You're like, this is stupid. And then you give up on that strategy. And then the market does this. And if you just stuck with what you're doing here, it would have worked. But you gave up on it. So you missed this, right? And then you start trading some new strategy while the market's doing this, and it's not working for you. So then you just try something else. Some out-of-the-box thing that just is really short biased, and then you are short the whole time in here, and you're just losing money, where if you just stuck with what you did here, you would have gotten these wins. But what often happens with trading, and where people screw themselves, okay, is this again will be your equity curve. You make some money, you take some small losses, make some money, some small losses, and then you hit some drawdown. You hit some drawdown period where nothing's working. If your system is sound, it's actually a decent, positive EV system, you're going to eventually catch the market context that fits your strategy. And this is inevitable in pretty much every system, because no system fits every market context. It just doesn't, dude. It's impossible. You have you got your bullish trends, and then you got your chop, and you got your bearish trends and whatever. But If you're trading a trend following strategy in here, you're raking it in. And then if you just keep trading your trend following strategy in here, you're getting your ass handed to you, which might cause you to hop to a different strategy. And then you're about to miss potentially the next run because you gave up on that strategy, right? So what you really need to do is be able to recognize context and why things are working versus not working. And if you are constantly hopping from strategy to strategy to shiny object to shiny object to new guru on Instagram that said he's making tons of money to other guru that says he's making tons of money, if you keep hopping around, you're never going to learn the ins and outs of one strategy. And if you learn the ins and outs of one strategy, then you're able to spot when it might work, when it might not work. You might be able to spot the nuances that make an entry maybe one that you skip, or make an entry maybe one that you absolutely love, right? So where I'm going with this is strategy hopping is okay in the beginning for a little bit until you find something that sort of suits your personality, and then you need to latch onto it and really, really work it. You have to really back test it, really forward test it, live test it. Know that thing like the back of your hand, okay? And that part, really learning the strategy, learning all the nuances, that's the part that makes you profitable, okay? It's not just you see a guy, he has a system, you start trading it. That's not what's going to make you profitable, because that guy's been trading that same system for 15 years. He knows the ins and outs of it. Even if you can't tell when you watch his videos that he knows so many little nuances about it, he does, trust me. Or he's lying and doesn't make money doing it. But you have to just like take little pieces you learn along the way, assemble them how you want to assemble them, and make your own strategy and just trade the flipping heck out of it. And you'll get your data, and your data will tell you if it's good or if it's not good. And if it's not good, that doesn't necessarily mean you should just start trading something completely different. That means you should look at your data and see where the inefficiencies are and alter them and make little tweaks until the system that you built or are working on building is positive EV. And just make love to that system. And that you just have to really be focused and point all your energy into one system at some point, once you're beyond the exploration phase. Okay. So really avoid the strategy hopping shiny object syndrome, because it can be deadly. Hopefully this little pep talk helped. All right. Have a good day.